For 100 years, ESCO Corporation has been a steel parts manufacturer with roots in the wood products, mining, and construction industries. ESCO was born out of necessity and the foresight of a young entrepreneur. Our founder, C.F. Swaggart, came to Portland, Oregon in the late 19th century as the 21-year-old general manager of a San Francisco bridge company. He was sent north to oversee construction of the Morrison Bridge, the first of an eventual 10 bridges to span the Willamette River and connect Portland's east and west sides. CF's involvement with the settlement of the city would go beyond the now iconic bridges that connect Portland. His business acumen helped him start several companies focused on Portland's infrastructure, including a trolley car line that linked downtown Portland to the city's outlying neighborhoods. It was the streetcar business that ultimately seeded the roots for CF to venture into the steel business. Needing wheels, gears, and other parts for his streetcars, he financed a small foundry called the Portland Bronze and Crucible Steel Company to manufacture the parts he needed. In 1905, CF sold his interest in both businesses and traveled to France, where he took an interest in an efficient melting furnace powered by electricity rather than materials such as coal. Choosing to return to Portland, CF knew there was still a need for a local source of steel castings, particularly for companies in the rising wood products industry. He then founded the Electric Steel Foundry Company, later to be named ESCO, on July 13, 1913, on land that had been recently used for the 1905 World's Fair. He imported the electric furnace he encountered in Europe, the first of its kind in the western United States, and made it the centerpiece of his small foundry. By 1926, the Electric Steel Foundry Company had advanced from a job shop that manufactured custom pieces for any kind of buyer to a company that manufactured products using proprietary methods for a targeted customer base. CF, perhaps already convinced of what the future could bring, wanted a trademark to identify his products. One day, his middle son, Ernie, was traveling north of Seattle, Washington, when he spotted the Everett Steel Casting Company, also known as ESCO. People had started referring to his father's business as ES Company or ESCO, so Ernie stopped and convinced the owner to sell him the ESCO name for $500. The ESCO scroll became a fixture on the company's products. Since its founding, ESCO has experienced many impressive achievements. During World War II, ESCO shifted its production to support the war effort. Valves, anchors, and anchor chain were produced for naval ships, and cast parts were made for tanks and aircraft. Hundreds of ESCO dragline buckets went to war with the U.S. Army and Navy to dredge channels and build airstrips. In the 1950s, sophisticated manufacturing and inspection technology were added and allowed ESCO to produce top-quality, highly engineered components for thermal power plants and the U.S. Navy. Following its introduction in 1962, the patented two-piece conical tooth system for earth-moving buckets won many design awards, establishing ESCO as the industry's leading innovator in both products and metallurgy. Subsequent proprietary product developments have kept ESCO at the forefront of earth-moving wear parts innovation. The 1970s was a period of strong growth and profitability for ESCO, with the opening of new, highly automated foundries in North America. In 1973, the company again demonstrated technological leadership by becoming, reportedly, the first steel foundry in the world to use the argon oxygen decarbonization, or AOD, process to produce alloys of unprecedented purity and toughness. Today, ESCO is a global leader in highly engineered wear products and complementary services used in mining, infrastructure, and industrial markets. Our operations have extended from a small foundry on Northwest Vaughn Street in Portland, Oregon, to more than 20 countries on 6 continents. And we're proud to employ nearly 3,000 dedicated individuals at over 50 locations around the world. With all this expansion, an outsider might see ESCO as just another global business. But to our people, And to those who rely on our products to perform exceptionally and safely in some of the most demanding conditions, ESCO is a collaboration of professionals committed to listening to the customer and solving their most difficult problems, not just today, but in the future we share. Our mission is to continue to make ESCO the leading independent designer, manufacturer, and provider of highly engineered wear and replacement products essential to the performance of our customers' equipment.
ESCO is excited for and embraces the next 100 years. Our drive for innovation and quality has prepared us well for another century of breaking new ground.